Battle of Guadalcanal. Few people today know much about this battle, but in fact it was one of the most important battles fought during World War II. Fought over in the Pacific, the Battle of Guadalcanal was a grueling 6-month campaign where over 38,000 men lost their lives. Though the Allied forces won these battles, many historians believe that these victories would not have been possible if not for the decisive takeover of the Lunga area. And what exactly was the key factor in the takeover of the Lunga area? Without a doubt, it was the heroic bravery of John Basilone, where he almost single-handedly prevented the Japanese forces from conquering the camps of the Allies. John Basilone is a man who deserves the praise of our entire nation. In this speech, I will discuss the points of bravery, commitment, and leadership that John Basilone demonstrated during his lifetime. Throughout his life, John Basilone has shown numerous acts of bravery, but none more heroic than the acts he demonstrated at Guadalcanal. On the night of October 24th to the 25th, 1942, his unit engaged the Japanese in the Lunga area when suddenly their position became under attack of a regiment of 3,000 Japanese soldiers. The Japanese began a frontal attack using machine guns, grenades, and mortars against the American forces. There, John Basilone and his men fought for the next 48 hours. By the end of the second day, only John Basilone and 2 other men were left standing. For another 5 hours, John Basilone manned a single machine gun and repressed every Japanese soldier that still attacked. Once finished with the frontal attack, John Basilone got word that the Japanese were now attacking from the flank. So, what did John Basilone do? He grabbed his smoldering hot machine gun and ran almost a mile to support his fellow soldier. Once at the flank, John Basilone continued to fight, while also repairing other soldiers' guns and risking his own life by running through hostile enemy lines to return with urgently needed ammunition for his gunners. By the end of the battle, John Basilone had successfully helped his men repress the Japanese forces. Besides suffering third-degree burns from the machine gun he carried, John Basilone was uninjured. Afterwards, Private First Class Nash Phillips stated that Basilone fought for 3 days and nights without sleep, rest, or food. Without him, I'd hate to see what this battle would have been. John Basilone performed so many acts of bravery that President Franklin D. Roosevelt awarded him with the Congressional Medal of Honor, the highest military decoration that the American government hands out. John Basilone was not only brave, but he was extremely committed and an extraordinary leader. After his heroic acts at Guadalcanal, John Basilone went on a war bond tour and was told he never had to fight in the war again. But John still had a burning passion to stay committed to keeping his country safe. So, after the war bond tour was over, John re-enlisted into the Marines to serve 4 more grueling years of service on the front lines. After John re-enlisted, he was then transferred to the 5th Marine Division, where he became the leader of their machine gun section. Shortly after, John Basilone and his men were sent to fight in Iwo Jima. Immediately, on the first day of arrival, John Basilone and his men were pinned down by heavy Japanese fire, and the squad's tank was stuck in the enemy's minefield under mortar and artillery barrages. Knowing that he had a duty to keep his men safe, John Basilone ran through intense enemy fire to guide his tank to safety. Sadly, while guiding the vehicle over the hazardous terrain, John Basilone was impaled by shrapnel off an enemy bomb and died there on the spot trying to protect his men. But thanks to John Basilone's commitment to keep his men safe and his extreme demonstration of leadership, the tank successfully made it through the minefield and went on to help the Marines penetrate the Japanese defense and help them get off the beach during the critical early stages of the invasion. John Basilone is a man who deserves praise from the entire nation. Throughout his life, John Basilone has shown points of bravery, commitment, and leadership. Without John Basilone, The result of many of the battles of World War II may not have been what they are today.